Lesson 1.4b, Front-End Estimation. Now, this is something that a lot of students and parents feel uncomfortable with because it's something that's not how we traditionally round. I know that you guys had this in your third grade curriculum and you probably went over it last year as well. It's actually pretty straightforward and really an easy method to use if you're going shopping. If you're trying to estimate about a project, it's not the most exact way to estimate, but it's very, very quick math. All you need to do is look at the first digit in each number and then write that. So in 4,615, you estimate that to 4,000. You're just looking at the lead number here. 2,537, think of it as 2,000. 1,828, think of it as 1,000. Now we make it a little more precise by adjusting it, by rounding the smaller portions of the numbers later. So basically when you're estimating the sum of these three numbers, you're looking at the lead number. You've got 4,000 plus 2,000 plus 1,000, which you get from here. 4,000, 2,000, 1,000. You're just looking at that first digit. That gives you 7,000. Then you're going to estimate the sum of what's left over to the nearest thousand. So adjusting the estimate gives you a closer estimate than only using the leading digits. So what you're basically talking about are these are the leftovers you didn't look at. In 4,615, you took the 4,000, but you didn't take the 615. In 2,537, you took the 2,000, but you didn't take these digits. So you're going to go ahead and do an estimate with these digits. So 615 plus 537 plus 828 turns into 600, 500, 800, which is very simple to add, and you can do it in your head, and then you get 1,900. And 1,900 rounded to the nearest thousand is 2,000. So you can adjust the estimate this way, and you have 7,000 plus 2,000 equals 9,000. So the estimated sum is 9,000. It seems complicated, but if you're doing it as a mental math strategy and you practice it over and over again, it becomes kind of like second nature. So you don't have to use this when you're doing math, but it's just a good strategy for you to have, and it does make shopping easier. And thinking about if you have a certain amount of money to do a building project, say you're building a deck and you go to Home Depot, you know that you have $3,000. You can do a quick estimation when you're in the store to figure out if you can get the supplies within the budget that you have. So there are several guided learning questions going along with this so that you can get a lot of practice with this front-end estimation and then adjusting for the numbers that come after the lead number. I wouldn't stress out about this section very much because it's not the most important thing we're learning. It's just one more strategy. The next strategy we're learning about is using rounding to estimate products. And remember, a product is just a multiplication problem. So if you're estimating the value of 7,120 times 5, first round 7,120 to the nearest thousand. So this number rounds to 7,000. And 7,000 times 5 is easy to do because if you know your math facts, you know 5 times 7 is 35. Then you just put the zeros on. So you have 35. Add those 3 zeros, it gives you 35,000. So 7,120 times 5 is just about 35,000. This just helps you speed when you're thinking. Let's use that Home Depot example again. If you needed 5 boards, you could estimate the cost of each board times 5.